So happy to see everybody here. This is a really great honor. Before they sit down, I just want to welcome Stephen Wachtel, Dalian Russell to my left, and Terry Saffold on the drums. He'll be coming back. This chair right here is reserved for a very special guest, Rabbi David Samson. And just a big round of applause. He came all the way from Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, to be with us. Just want to mention it was an incredible Shabbat with 4 to 5 shiurim covering all kinds of subjects from Rav Kook to Rabbi Abulafia to our lives as Jews and our lives serving Hashem and serving humanity. It was a beautiful Shabbat. Thank you so much, Rabbi Samson, for coming. I also want to mention that his sister and brother-in-law are here, Joy and Richard. Thank you for coming all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. We have lots of guests. We have kids to come up, to students to come up to play. I want to mention that all of this is possible by an anonymous donor who we say thank you to, and give a big round of applause, a local anonymous donor, so thank you. And I'm Jason Kaplan. We welcome everybody here. There is a Jewish Night of Learning on January 24th, Motzi Shabbat. We have flyers for it, and I told Laura Kirchfeld that I'd be happy to pass them out, and there are 11 rabbis and one Jason Kaplan. How I made it, I don't know. They slide me in there. And with further ado, we're going to bring up our moderator, our host, Shoshana Sanker. Give her a round of applause, please. We do need that chair. So that was unauthorized, Stephen. But Terry's there. You guys have room? Okay, you guys have room. So let me ask. I think, are you sitting here and you're interviewing us? So, okay, actually, let me ask Shoshana to sit here, and Rabbi Samson and I will sit here, and we'll have this interview. And we have 3 microphones. So, ladies and gentlemen, Shoshana Sanker. Rabbi Samson coming up, if you could sit here. Okay. And then I'll ask Shoshana if you can hand me that microphone. No. Perfect. Great. Okay, great. Why don't we switch? Yeah.
Good. Everybody good? Are we here? We're heard? Hi, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is a really special in-person event. We usually do a lot of these with Jason and his Beit Abulafia program online, so it's really nice to see everybody in person, and we're so grateful that you are here with us. Rabbi, all the way from Israel through Maryland. We first met over a year ago on Jason's podcast, and that's where y'all connected. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So just to give you a guy's idea of what we're looking at tonight, we want to share some light and some positivity. We want to talk about Rabbi Abulafia, who is this incredible person who's inspired both of our friends over here. We're going to have some wonderful musicians, some intergenerational music, just to show you that we can all come together, and Abulafia has been sort of the inspiration for bringing us here. I wanted to talk a little bit about Rabbi, some of your bio. I have to do it super condensed because if we shared all of the things, then it would take up the entire hour-and-a-half program because he's so accomplished. So we're so grateful that you are here. He is the founder of several yeshivot and educational institutions and programs. I'm geeking out a little bit because our Sheva founder, I used to be a TV news writer and producer, so fangirling a little bit. And y'all connected, like we said, over Beit Abulafia, so we're going to talk a lot about that. Jason, by day, you work in financial services.
Yes.
And you play blues guitar.
Yes.
And you, as everybody knows in our community, you live the Torah way. And that is what you are helping bring to us tonight. And we are grateful that you are here to spread some light and some beautiful music to help us elevate everyone a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome to both of you. Please welcome them.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rabbi, you had the tremendous honor of being able to study under Rabbi Yehuda Kook. Could you please share a little bit about that? Because that is quite impressive, and I think everybody's wondering about those connections.
First of all, shalom, Shoshana, and shalom to everyone. And it's such a wonderful feeling to be here in Memphis and to have a live podcast and to be on the same stage. When you ask about a Rav Kook, I truly have to say that I'm at a loss. And the reason why I'm at a loss is because whatever I say just won't do justice to the relationship and what I was able to get from being under his tutelage. Just like a short understanding. I left Baltimore when I was 16, and I was virtually alone in Israel. And Rabbi Cook kind of adopted me. So I would eat at his house on Shabbat, and I would have the Seder at his house. And so he was kind of like much more than just a rabbi. He was like a father. And it's like if someone asks you, well, what kind of relationship do you have with your father? And it's just so intense and overwhelming that it's not the kind of thing that you can kind of put into dollars and cents.
Okay, thank you. Tell us then how you got acquainted with Rabbi Abulafia and his teachings.
Wow, that's like an interesting Rav Kook and Rabbi Abulafia both share a commonality that a person who wants to seek a higher relationship with God in his own life, and he really wants to feel connected. So what Rabbi Kook does is he takes Orthodox Judaism and he translates it into conduits, into ways where you can actually be close to God in mundane life. Rabbi Abulafia does the same thing through mysticism. And he offers vehicles for attaining a closer relationship with God, so that it's not a jump, but the two are related.
Indeed. Jason, can you piggyback a little bit and talk about your connection with Abulafia? And a lot of that resonates with you, what Rabbi just shared, right?
Yes. Yeah. So Abulafia was born in Saragossa, Spain, and we have some biographical knowledge of him, and I would refer you to the internet to look up his life and his attempt to convert the Pope to Judaism or Universalism, or I'm not sure exactly what he was doing, but he was very confident in his own mission. He was born in 1240, and his 800th birthday is coming up in just 15 years, mark your calendars. But just to be brief on my side, I was very interested in Orthodox Judaism in 1996, so I'm on my 30th anniversary of observance. Thank you. And yay. And but all these 30 years, as I went through all the different streams of Judaism and Orthodoxy, I actually was continuously looking. I thought, there's something else here. I love the Halakha, Shabbat, Torah, Talmud, Kabbalah, but I had a sense something was missing. So I actually kept looking and looking and looking. In 2018, I knew about Abulafia. I'd seen his name a couple places. So I bought a book because they were selling them in Brooklyn, and they could send it to your house. That's the amazing world we live in. And he said you must meditate on 4 letters in all 24 combinations. So I said, I don't know what that means. So I put it aside. And amazingly, that day, Baruch Hashem, I picked up a jazz book, and the author, Jerry Bergonzi, said, you should really practice improvisation by taking 4 notes and practicing them all 24 different ways. And he had the diagram, and I said, I just read that. Oh my gosh. Even I still feel the light bulb go on when I tell the story. So I got both books, and I put one on top of the other, and overlaid it and started putting musical notes to the Abulafia diagrams, and that's where it all started. Funny enough, 30 years ago in the Young Israel of Atlanta, I read 2 books, Wrote and War and Peace by a Rabbi David Samson. Yeah, 30 years ago, and I love the books. And a rabbi here, Rabbi Baruch Gordon, I was telling him what I was interested in. He said, my rabbi's starting to study him. I said, I'd love to meet him. What's his name? He said, Rabbi David Samson. I said, oh my goodness, Baruch Hashem. Is it? So we made that connection.
Amazing, thank you. Rabbi, so now that we have a better understanding, thank you, of who Abulafia was, and the work that you guys are doing with his teachings and learnings and inspiration today, can you tell us, Rabbi, a little bit about how you've been translating and teaching his works, Abulafia's?
Well, translating Abulafia is like doing Sudoku. And he writes, and almost every word has a numerical value meaning. And he has threads. One thread is 17 words long, and all 17 words all have the same numerical value. And when you read it, it looks like just words, and it's like unraveling a mystery. I spend very often a week, sometimes 2 weeks, on a set of words, 2 words, 3 words on a thread. And it was a 5-year process getting through one book. And it's a small book. It's like about 100 pages. And I wrote 6 volumes on these 100 pages. And the process itself is very, very enlightening. And aside from intellectually challenging, it's something where you feel you're entering a completely new time and space, and you're entering a new world of Abulafia.
So patience is a virtue, is what I'm hearing?
Well, definitely patience is one of the attributes that you need. I would say the main thing that you need to understand Abulafia is to allow yourself not to understand, which is not easy for an intellectual or a scholar or someone who wants to understand. But I would say that's stage number 1. And music is very much like that, that it's experiential and it's not intellectual. It's very intellectual, but you have to allow yourself to be experiential.
So then, Jason, did you experience some of these things also that Rabbi is talking about when you were working on your permutations based on this?
Yes, I mean, I've had 2 paths. One is the music path, where I've permutated music, and I became much better at jazz and other music because of what Rabbi Samson's saying. I looked at the music differently, I could approach it differently. But the beauty for me learning with Rabbi Samson on Zoom is I didn't know much about Abulafia himself. I knew where I took permutations and applied to music, and that was great. And then opening an Abulafia book is very mysterious. I didn't have any idea. So of the 6 volumes, we're going page by page very slowly on a Tuesday. And I've gained so much, and I'm just very thankful. I want to say a Karsa Tov to Rabbi Samson for learning with me, because I wouldn't have the faintest clue how to get started. And I hope that's for all of us here, that people could feel that Rabbi Abulafia, maybe you've heard his first name tonight, or maybe you've seen a book, but he's always talked about in this very esoteric, unreachable way, which I can understand. But now with Rabbi Samson, of his level of scholarship and this level of rabbinic knowledge to open the doors for us is very exciting.
So we've talked a lot about this on your podcast, that it's not just about performance-based, right? When we're talking about Rabbi Abulafia, it's about the experiences. Can y'all speak a little bit about that?
The main idea you asked before about what is Abulafia. Abulafia claims that he has the only methodology for prophecy. And he says that he has a tradition that goes back to the time of the prophets, and this is the methodology that was used by the prophets in order to achieve divine connection and prophecy. And when someone learns the methodology and does it, he experiences an extreme altered state of consciousness. And again, it's not for everybody, and you have to really be careful because it's so extreme and so altered. And by doing this, a person is able to enter a completely different realm of consciousness.
It reminds me a little bit about hypnosis. My father's a psychiatrist. I think we mentioned this when you and I spoke last time. So it's getting into like this whole other stage of being while you're still here. Yeah, Jason.
And I think that that's a very important path that will continue to develop. And as the rabbi said, I think the warning or the caution about studying Abulafia is please talk to a guide and work with a rabbi. For me, with the music, I think it's very safe because you're just talking through the music, and I really do not encourage the deeper Kabbalistic pieces of Abulafia. From my vantage point, I'm not trained nor qualified. But from the music experience, if I do the music for 20 minutes or an hour, it is a very beautiful experience. And I just want to mention that my Baha'i friends are here from the Baha'i community, Jan and Lena, hello and welcome. And when I spent time with the piano player, Mike Longo of Dizzy Gillespie and Mike were both Baha'is. And I saw that they said all humankind is one, and I love that imagery, and it just wasn't part of our Jewish faith as strongly because we've had a pretty tough history, as we know. But I always wanted something like that. So for me, the experience is I go to Sikh communities, Baha'i communities, all types of faith communities, and I particularly for me, and I mean this respectfully, I'm not really interested in the text or the scripture, but I really am interested in prayer and meeting with people and talking about connecting to God through music. So experientially, I find such joy in that we can all talk and connect and feel the oneness of God and the oneness of the human family and still retain our very unique identities as Orthodox, Halachic Jew, or Baha'i, so forth.
Well, we've often talked about how music is confessional and serves as a gateway to dialogue, right? And that's part of the reason that we're all here tonight, right? To bridge these gaps with all of the people that may have different thoughts and opinions, but we can all come together.
So I'll just add on that one piece. The confessional piece for me has been only in the last year or so, and I was working with the Baha'i youth, and the first miracle I did was I got them off the phones. That was a big deal. They all came in, they're like, and I was like, you guys got to put away the phones, and they're like, okay. And then they put away the phones, and I said, you guys, it seems like you've had a pretty tough day, guys and girls. So I want you to tell me your day through the xylophone, but I don't want to know the details because I have my own problems. I don't want to hear your problems, but I want to hear them through the music. And they loved it, I loved it. It was so confessional, and they could really pour out their heart without the details. So it was very safe to tell me what was going on. And I said, sounds like you had a tough day or you're really busy. And they're like, yeah, you're right. I was like, I don't want to know anything else. And they're like, good. And it was a great experience. So that confessional piece has been very, very helpful. And
helpful for them also, not just for the people on the other end of it, too. I want to be conscious of our time because we've got some incredible musicians who are going to join us up on stage. Yes. Do we want to do any experiences right now before they jump on the stage? Any demos?
I was going to say, this part of the project, you guys made it this far, so thank you. And this part, we really are improvising. So what we're going to do now, and I'm going to let Rabbi Samson lead, I'm going to do my magic trick, which is I bring very talented young people up to play music, and I'm going to explain the permutations. We're going to create a song in front of you. Then we're going to go to the next age group and next age group. And then as I do that, Rabbi Samson will add principles or insights that he'd like to add to enhance the music. So if we can, we'll start setting up the stage.
Let's do that.
All right, great. Can everyone give Shoshana a round of applause for moderating? Yeah. She'll be coming up later. Thank you very much. Would you like to say anything before we start?
Yeah, so I'd like to say something, just a very basic foundation of permutations. It's found in the first Kabbalistic book. The book number 1 of Kabbalah is known as Sefer Yetzirah, the book of creation. And tradition has it that it was authored by actually first man and then given over from first man to Shem, the son of Noah, and then from there to Avraham, and Avraham wrote it. And it says there that if you have 4 notes, you have 24 permutations, and that these are the building blocks of creation. And it says, if you have 2 notes, you have 2. If you have 3 notes, you have 6 possible permutations. And with 4, you have 24 permutations. So what we're going to be doing now is we're tuning into the building blocks of creation, using musical notes to try to pay attention to the 4 basic concepts, the 4 basic atoms of existence, and their 24 different permutations.
Beautiful, beautiful. So 4 equals 24. And if now we'll bring up our musicians, so Dalian and Terry, let me ask you to come back up, and then Stephen, I'll have you come back with the next group. And I have Amitai Horowitz. Let's give him a round of applause. Maddie Artistani. Elia Cable. Where's Elia? Is he here? Oh, you're here. Come on up, Elia. All right, so we're going to do that Adon Olam lick, the doom, 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 and we'll be in B flat. And can you play an E flat major scale? Yeah. If you can keep going. Okay, now there's first 4 notes of E major. Let's play 1, 2, 3, 4. Now play 1, 2, 4, 3. 1, 2, 4, 3. The first 4 notes, so do, re, mi, and then do, re, mi, fa. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good, you got it. Okay. Do you know your E major scale?
I don't know my E major.
That's okay. So we're gonna play just a E flat major chord. There you go. There you go. Good. All right, now you're gonna say Adon Olam. Are you able to do that? Adon Olam.
Adon Olam. Adon Olam.
Okay, now face them.
Adon Olam.
And then sing the song.
Adon Olam. Asher Malach. B'terem Kol. Yitzir Nivra. Le'et Nasa.
You can clap.
Lechev Sokol. Azai Melech. Shemo Nikra. Le'yacharei. Kichlos Akol. Ve'levado. Imloch Nora. Ve'hu Haya. Ve'hu Hove. Ve'hu Yeh. V'tifara.
Adon Olam. Adon Olam. Adon Olam. Adon Olam. All right, now, everyone applaud for that, huh? Now come up. Keep going. Let's hear your E major. See, how do you play anything with the E major? Get a round of applause for that. Now you're going to keep going. You're going to say something, and then Elia's going to sing and respond, like we did on Wednesday night, okay? Go ahead, you keep going.
Adon Olam.
Da 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 da, like that. Okay, you start.
La 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 la.
Beautiful.
La la.
Back to Amitai. Maddie, awesome. Keep going.
La la la.
All right, now close your eyes and do it. Go ahead, close your eyes. You can do it. Both of you, close your eyes. Don't look at the audience. Go ahead. Sing Adon Olam. Adon Olam. Asher Malach. B'ter. Everybody, go. Yitzir Nivra. Le'et Nasa. Behev Sokol. Azai Melech. Shemo Nikra. Adon Olam. Adon Olam. Adon Olam. Adon Olam. Yes. Huh? Is that great? Huh? Very nice, very nice. I gotta get something from Maddie, a rhythm guitar. Give it up for Maddie Artistani. That was very good. So that's my magic trick that they had not played that before and we did it. So I'd like to ask the Rav, would you like to add anything to this or give some feedback?
There was a great Kabbalist. His name was Rabbi Moshe Cordovero. And he talks about permutations. And it's not a random methodology. And you just can't try any 4. And he says that whenever you go one way, you have to come back. And you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have to come back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And only there and back is a complete set of permutations.
Excellent. Thank you, Rabbi. And so, right, would you like to hear them do it again with any thoughts that using that idea? Okay, so if you guys think about going up that and coming back down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, do, re, mi, fa, and then fa, re, do, mi, or whatever it is. What is it? Yeah. And then picture that. And if the audience, if you can picture that too in your mind, so we have that interaction with you, the audience, with them. We're going to do the same tune, okay? And now that you're used to it, just do it on your own, and I'm going to sit back here, okay? These guys, the pros, will count you off. So you can just sing whenever you want.
I don't know lam, 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 asher malach beterem kol, yetzir nivra le'ed nasa, lechem sokol, azai melech, shemo nikra le'yachareh, kichlot hakol,
Do the interaction. We'll do the interaction. Go ahead. Did everyone see the difference after the rabbi added? Is that great? Round of applause for them. Fantastic. In the interest of time, we're going to say thank you to these guys. Give them another round of applause. We're going to bring up the next group. Fantastic. Amitai Horowitz, Elia Cabell, Elia Cable, Maddie Artistani. Thanks, guys. Okay. Fantastic. That's a great magic trick. They had never done that before. Thank you, guys. We have very special guests, as many as want to come up, but we have from Israel each year, thanks to many people supporting it, the Torah Mitzion Bat Ami programs. Give it up for them. So I don't know who wants to come up. Piano, recorder, flute, guys, gals. Who has it? Who has a drum? Yikrat, I know, is the most brave. Okay, great. Yosef Hillel. Great. Amichai is coming. Okay, round of applause. Rabbi, you have your harmonica? Yes, you're coming. Yes, if you have a harmonica, we'll play. Okay, you try. All right, let's start slowly with the melody. So, we're close. Okay, keep going. Good. You can hold. Okay, hold there. Okay, now we're going to tighten it up. All right, so you'll play a little bit less with the drummer and just hit his accents with that. And then you'll come up a little bit forward so we can hear the violin. Yeah, Yikrat, come up a little bit forward because that's our main lead. Okay, then we're just going to tighten up. And then the key that we're in, yeah, you got that one, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have Terry start with that Middle Eastern beat. Okay, then we're gonna go to violin. A little bit less. Bow. Boom, boom. Okay. Follow that drum beat, that beat. Follow it. Boom, boom, boom. Bap. Boom, boom, boom. Bap. Do that one. Yeah. Okay, now we bring Yosef in. Do you hear the melody? I think it's D minor. D, I think so. Okay, if you know the words, sing along. Okay, let's pause it there. So I'm going to ask Yikrat, and then we're going to go around. Yikrat, if you can take the first 4 notes of the song. Da, 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 da. Okay, now reverse those 4 notes. Play them backwards. Yes, like that. And now play the... Yeah, try to permutate them. That's good, that's good. Okay, so do the first part and then respond with the second. And we're improvising, okay? Now take those 4 notes and do it in a different order, like first note third, then second, then fourth. Okay? I know, this is on the spot. I know, I never told her I was going to do this. Go ahead. You're next, Rabbi. Go ahead. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now start on the 4th note, that high note, and go back to 1, and then play 2, 3. Da, 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 da. Excellent. Okay, great. So now we're going to put the music together, and you're going to improvise with those patterns and make them talk, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Round of applause. Is that amazing? On the spot. Huh? That was very good. Rabbi Gunwald, can you do the same?
Same now.
What? Something close. Okay. You're going to play first 4 notes. Okay, now you're going to reverse it. Right. Now play the first note, the third, the second, then the fourth. Yes. Good. Round of applause. Is that amazing? All right, we're going to start the music, and you got to put all 3 together.
Okay.
1, 2, don't think too much. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. But you want to hear more. I know you do. Keep going. Round of applause. Okay, I'm coming around. Yosef, you got the idea, right? You can do it. Let's do it with the music going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that great? Yosef. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. That's it. And backwards. Now 1, 3. 1, 3, 2, 4. Exactly it. Exactly it. Okay, let's keep going. Go play for JoJo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, keep going. That's it. That's it. Keep going. JoJo. Round of applause for JoJo. That's the idea. That's exactly it. Hillel, you feel comfortable with this? Now start on the second note and go to the fourth. Yes. Okay, that was perfect, right? Hillel, huh? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is probably turn off this microphone, I don't know. But I'm gonna start with Hillel, and we're gonna come around, and then everyone's gonna play with these type of permutations, okay, when I point to you. So be ready. You ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold on. Okay, Yosef. Rabbi. Yikrat. Jojo. Keep going. Okay, Amichai, drum solo. Oh, he knew he could do that. Round of applause for Amichai. Round of applause for everybody. Were they great? All right, let's pause there. Dalen's the best. And now, Rabbi, if you'd like to add a couple pieces to this.
First of all, it's amazing the way you're able to just create something from nothing. And there's an interesting vision when Eliyahu Hanavi receives prophecy. There's a description of the way he receives prophecy, and it says that first there is noise, and it says God is not in noise. And then there's a fire, and God is not in the fire. And then there is a kol demama daka, a very gentle silence. And that's where you find revelation. It's very interesting. Arthur Rubinstein, the great pianist, said that he plays notes like everyone else. What is special about him is the space between them. So I would recommend, if possible, paying attention to the space, allowing the space, and the audience also. Listen to the space between the notes.
Excellent. Let's add that. So I'm going to say for this song, let's go faster. But when you play your permutation, pause and then respond. So play 4 notes. Da da da. Da 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 da. Give it a pause in between, okay? But we are going to pick up the speed. So it'll be more like this, Terry. Dalen, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Keep going. More space. And then play again. Yeah, keep going. Uh-huh. Perfect. Yosef. Okay, Hillel. You can be louder. Jojo. Beautiful. Excellent. And finish off with Rabbi. Drum solo again.
together. Hey!
I knew he could get the crowd in it. And then Dalian as the pro. Let's hear the ending. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Tor Mitzion, Batami, Jojo Ardestani, Yosef Hillel, Amichai. I knew you get the crowd going. I knew it. I knew this is my guy. Watch your step down. Watch the wires. Shekoyach. Shkoyach. No, it was great. Very good. Magic trick. They never did it before. So we're going to bring up, is Ted in the audience? And Ted, do you have everything plugged in? So we have some more of the adults coming up. Oh, Ted, come on up. And then, round of applause for Ted. Ted Alvarez, come on up. Welcome. I think we're going to have two basses or one bass. Well, I think two's okay, right? Okay, it's good. And then, did anyone else have a harp or a guitar? Or is Udi here? Or is, Devor Lay, come on up. You have your harp? Did you bring a bouzouki? You're sitting? Okay, good. You'll watch. Devor Lay coming up. Okay, great. So we're going to add bass. And I think I'll ask Stephen to come up now. And while they're coming up, Rabbi, would you like to add any other insights? Yes.
The most important four-letter word in Hebrew is the name of God, as opposed to English, where it's a three-letter word. In Hebrew, there is a yud, and then a hey, and then a vav, and then a hey. So two of the letters are identical, and Kabbalistically, they are married. The first yud is married to the first hey, and then the vav is married to the next hey. So maybe you could use the permutations of having the same note twice, and having A, B, C, B.
A, B, C, B. Okay.
And then you have the same one, which is the name of God.
Oh, very good. Okay, so we're doing the Yud K Vav K. Okay. So Stephen, if you could show us three-note permutation and maybe do C, D, and then a high C. Yeah, I think that'd be the three that we like, because the C would be the other octave. And how many ways could you be creative with that? And I think we're going to vamp on C major with him playing, and then Devor Lay, let's hear the harp. Round of applause. And I think that might be in C. Might be in C, right?
You're going to play a regular scale.
I think she's just strumming.
I'm just strumming.
Yeah, she'll be strumming.
Don't ask me fancy.
Can you play a C? Play your harp. Play it.
Oh. Starts with G.
Yeah, but I think that's the fifth. Okay, great. So we're going to vamp on the key of C, and you'll hear what we can do, as Rabbi Samson's saying. And so we encourage you all to do at home is just take a couple notes on the piano or violin or whatever, and you can do so many permutations in music just with 3 notes or 4 notes. That's what we encourage you to do, okay? So Ted, I think we'll let him plug in. But Ted, we're going to be in C as you plug in. I wish I had another amp for him. So why don't we start? Ted, you have it plugged in? Huh, okay. Yeah. All right, we'll start. And it could be a vamp or more. It could be just a groove in C. Okay. All right, let's start with the harp first. This should work. Yeah. Ted Alvarez. All right, Dalian. So you hear the harp, you hear the two basses, drums, saxophone, guitar all interacting. Try and think about just three-letter name and then expanding from there. I thought that was really beautiful. Well done, everybody. Stay on. And I don't know how harp goes with blues, but we're going to try. Okay. So because we're in Memphis and this idea really came together in Memphis, we want to do just a little salute. We're just going to do a little bit of a blues riff. We're going to talk a little bit more with Shoshana, then we're going to have food come out. Just want to thank everyone for coming. A major thank you. Thank you, Rabbi Lichter, for hosting this and permitting it and supporting it, and just a huge benefit, a huge just spiritual uplift when he came almost 3 years ago. So thank you, Rabbi Lichter. Thank you, Baron Hirsch. Thank you for everyone who participated. We have lots of thank yous, but to the kids who came up, let's name them again. Maddie, Amitai, Elia. Thank you, Jojo, for coming up. Robert Gunwald, Amichai on drums. Where's Amichai on drums? Woo! Got the crowd going. We're having you back up. Hillel Yosef, Yikrat came up. Thank you. And what's that? Pick a key. Oh, so we're gonna let's do it in G. And we'll just do a typical, like a shuffle. Oh, and before we start, I just want to say there's about 5 notes in blues. Somehow B.B. King, Albert King, Freddie King, all the greats, all the kings, took these about 5 notes. But just bent it just the right way to make it or. And those just 3 or 4 notes, they made a whole career out of it because it just sounds so great. I don't know why. It's an amazing thing. And all they're doing is permutating those notes. So we're going to do harp with blues. Okay, Devorah, are you ready? All right, in G. I'll start off and then come to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I have a challenging question for Rabbi Samson. How does that fit with Kabbalah? Let's go ahead and ask him. I don't know if this one's going to come in far as the other.
First of all, thank you for everybody. That was amazing. It's amazing. I have this kind of theory about blues, rock and roll, and Elvis. and I'll tell you kind of my theory. And it's based on both Rabbi Cook's understanding of World War I and World War II. He wasn't alive during World War II, but it seems that World War I and World War II were part of this. And until World War I, classical music was the main music. And only in the wake of World War I, we see a major change in culture, in everything. And we find modern art developing. We find existential philosophy straying from classical philosophy. We find also the blues, and they start becoming a thing after World War I. And after World War II, these same things that started developing after World War I become even more prominent. And from blues, it goes to rock and roll. And Rabbi Cook writes that the World War, he talks about World War I, and he says that World War I is actually freeing mankind from classical shackles and allowing them to free fall into a new world that didn't exist. And the high percussion in rock and roll is part of this, just no more classical. It's now a messianic era. And that Rabbi Cook writes that after World War I and World War II, mankind is getting ready for a new era that is not based on the classical era, but it's based on something else. And I think one of the beautiful things that Elvis did was mixing blues and rock and roll and adding that just kind of interpersonal human nicety to the music. And I'm sure that this is all part of the parade of mankind towards the Messianic era.
Beautiful. In agreement, in agreement. So I'm going to thank Devor Leigh for coming up, and Ted, thank you for coming. Can you give them all a big round of applause? We're going to finish, if you are able to sit down.
Go down now. Go sit down.
We're going to have just to close out, and then we're going to have the food. So everyone, thank you for coming. Again, thank you for our anonymous donor. Thank you, all of you, for coming. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out tonight. Thank you, Shoshana Senker, for hosting. And I'm going to ask, are you able to step? Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm going to ask, I'm going to need help from the Torah Mitzion guys if they want to come up. We're going to do my version of Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Do you remember the bass line for that from? Yeah, and we're going to do that in E. If you guys want to come up, I certainly need Amichai on drums. We can't let him go without another drum solo. This is amazing. Okay, and so I just want to say thank you one more time. We're going to play a little bit of music. About 7:15, 7:16, we're going to break for the food, and I want to thank David Sanker for the food tonight. Give him a round of applause. Everyone stay and hang out and eat, and the film team is Justin Cronger, Message in a Bottle. You've seen him a lot. I want to give him a big round of applause. Van, thank you so much. They're great. Message in a Bottle productions for all of your events and simcha and celebration needs. And so now we're going to start with Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, the Memphis version. I hope you enjoy. But before I start, the biggest round of applause you can put together for Rabbi David Samson coming all the way from Jerusalem. Thank you so much. I've learned so much being with you in person and on Zoom, and I hope we continue, God willing, to build my studies with you. Amichai is going to sing with me. Everyone knows the song, right? Oh, Yavo. Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Oh, Yavo.
Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Oh, Yavo. Get it? Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Oh, Yavo. Oh, Yavo. Go ahead.
Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Oh, Yavo. Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Yavo,
Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Oh, Yavo, Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Oh, Yavo, Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Oh, Yavo. Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Oh, Yavo. Oh, Yavo Shalom. Everyone.
Oh, Yavo, Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Yavo. Oh, Yavo Shalom.
Yavo. Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Oh, 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 Yavo. Oh, Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
On the drums, Terry Saffold. Round of applause for Terry. Stanley Russell on the bass. Stephen Wachtel on saxophone. Okay. Amichai, Yosef, Hillel. And I'm Jason Kaplan. Thank you, everyone. Good night. And thank you, Shoshana. Thank you, Baron Hirsch. And thank you, Rabbi David Samson, for coming. I'll do some final remarks with the three of us. And we really thank you all for coming.
was that, everyone? Yay. Good. Rabbi, just some parting words. Give us some meetings, some takeaways from what we all just experienced together, if you would.
Well, first of all, thank you. And it was just so amazing. And thank you to all of the musicians, all of the people who agreed to share their music with us this evening. It was amazing. My take on this is, as I began to say previously, the idea of the change from classical music to blues and rock and roll is a change of improvisation. It's individualization, and it allows the individual to express themselves, and that's the idea. And that when you have an overwhelming format of classical music, the individual doesn't have the same ability to express himself. And in order for the final redemption to appear, every single individual has to find his own letter. He has to find his own expression. And what we did this evening was redemptive, and that everyone was actually able to express themselves in a very individualistic and a personal way through music. And thank you, Jason, for leading us through this.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you. So that leads in perfectly, Jason. We want to invite everybody to continue on everything that we've just learned today. We talk a lot about on the podcast how we can apply what we've learned in these sessions to our daily lives and continue it.
So I just want to say again, thank you, Rabbi Samson. I've had many of a fractured life. I've had my Torah here and my music here and Abulafia here, and learning with Rabbi Samson, I've really gotten this holistic, clear picture, and I'm really, really very, very grateful to Rabbi Samson. And I just want to say, please check out our website, ULR1.com, to learn what we're doing and how we're teaching it, and challenge yourself. Go to a piano, go to a flute, pick up something from the shelf, an old clarinet, and try the 4-note system, and then maybe email me and say, could I get together with you, and can I learn with some other people? And especially if you're in middle school and you want to be cool, I have the path. I have the path forward. And it doesn't include breaking your violin. I've mentioned that to Amitai several times. He won't smash it in front of people. But really, try it out. Try the 4 notes out. I think we had a lot of fun. Can you guys agree who came up, gals and guys who came? Yeah, they sounded great, right? Weren't they good? And I spend so much time with people who play better than me, Terry and Dalian, that they've raised me up. And I've been hanging out with them for about 10 years now, which is amazing. They still want to hang out with me. Dalian wears sunglasses when he's around me because I don't want him to be identified. But no, I love these guys. I really thank them so much for coming out. I want a special thank you to, again, Jan and Elena for coming out from our Baha'i community. Thank you so much. Round of applause for them. Welcome to Baron Hirsch. And a very special guest, someone I had lunch with just this week, Mustafa Dabus. Hello, Mustafa, and thank you for coming. Thank you. Very, very sweet friend of mine, and we've had wonderful discussions about the humanity and the oneness of God, and just such a pleasure to see you. But a very, very special thank you to my wife, Michal Kaplan, for everything from this weekend. It wouldn't be possible. You've done everything, and I showed up here. So we had wonderful Shabbat meals and the hosting, and we're just so glad we could have you. And if they are here, the Artistani family, for hosting the rabbi at their house. Thank you, Artistanis. Such a sweet family. Thank you very much. And with that, I think we'll conclude and bring out the food.
Great.
Is that good?
Thanks
everybody.
Thank you.